What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. And today we had a chance to witness the press briefing that hasn't gone on for about a couple weeks now. And they had a lot of interesting things to talk about. First things first, they had a lot of questions about GM. So maybe you haven't heard, but GM decided to shut down some of their plants, one of them being probably about 15 minutes from where I live in Lordstown, which, you know, it employs about 1,500 people. And I think they're cutting back 15% of their workforce. And I'm not sure if they're shipping stuff to Mexico or whatever. But here's the one thing you got to understand. Never in our lifetime have we had a president that has fought so hard on behalf of Americans and our workers. Now, what president you know, when a major company that we have bailed out, we have supported, they started their company here, they prospered, they made billions of dollars down throughout the years, made a lot of people rich, and then, for whatever reason, decide, since we made a garbage product and it's not selling, we're going to go ahead and cut 15% of our labor force. But what president you know on the spot called up the CEO and said, get your butt over here because we need to talk about this? And see, the left wants to use this as, well, if he's such a president that's creating jobs, why is GM leaving and shutting down their plant? Well, because they made a garbage product. It's not our fault. So like the president said, y'all need to make a better car, but don't shut the thing down. Now, if they, for whatever reason, decide it's more advantageous for them to go overseas and build stuff and then try to sell it back here, my gut tells me the president's going to find a way to penalize them and make it not as profitable as they think. All right. And see, now you see the benefit of having a president that believes in America first. They don't incentivize companies to leave America. They don't incentivize companies to go overseas, cut back on their labor costs, beat us on tax and all of that stuff, and profit by selling products back here in America. Make it hurt. That's what he's going to do. That's what I hope he does. And I hope GM just revamps and says, you know what? Okay, let's take that one to the chin. Okay, let's count it. It's a loss. Let's go ahead and count that as a loss. We produce a garbage product. We're going to scrap it and come up with something a little more sleek or fancy or whatever. Maybe something a little more sexy, because the car we're producing, nobody's giving it a second look. Yeah, it's outdated or whatever's going on. But the second biggest topic is, once again, Russia. Yeah, we're still talking about it. Russia. And they want to know why the president tweeted talking about the Mueller investigation and how he's doing America a disservice and he's destroying the justice system. Well, I'll tell you why. Because Paul Manafort and many others, Michael Flynn, George Papadopoulos, all of these people who was drug into this that have nothing to do with Russia collusion are being punished because Robert Mueller needs to make it look like he was doing stuff. And so the president is not tweeting because he feels like he's threatened or they're going to come out with a report that implements him in some type of collusion. He's pretty confident that there was no collusion. He's always said that and stood by. But what he is angry because he knows that this is a witch hunt. And anybody with 2 brain cells should know that this also is a witch hunt and that it is motivated politically. And so all the president is doing is saying, cut the crap. Okay, we know this is a witch hunt. You're wasting time, you're wasting tax dollars, and you're ruining people's lives. So at the end of the day in your report, you can try to justify all of this nonsense. Well, yeah, president's clean, but look at all the other people that was caught up. And yeah, it was a lot. So they're going to try to get us on quantity and not quality. Can't go after and capture the big fish, but we can scoop up a whole bunch of minnows and then try to distract you from seeing how nonsensical this whole witch hunt is by saying, well, look at all the indictments. We got some Russians that we can't even prosecute. Yeah, we got a couple people who really wasn't even that close to the president and was on the campaign for about 7 seconds before they got cut loose. Yeah, but we have no actual evidence. But look at all these little fish, these minnows. Yeah, we got a lot of those. Well, where's the fish with all the meat on it? Oh, you know what? Don't look at that. You know what? Little fish can be tasty too. They're like hors d'oeuvres, bite-sized snacks. They're tasty. We season them. Yeah, enjoy it. You got to savor the small fish. Don't worry about the big fish. Well, I don't know about you, but when I go out to eat and I'm paying a lot for a meal and you bring me out a little fish, I'm ready to take the plate and slam it up against the wall. Because if I'm paying a lot of money, I want to see a big fish on my plate. And right now, Robert Mueller has no big fish. And see, the Democrats know that they have nothing. Mueller know he has nothing. It's coming to an end. And President Trump sees it, and he got a gut feeling they're trying to scoop up as many people as they can to make it all look worth it. And so he's putting it out there. He's like, man, this is an embarrassment to our justice system for not only the fact that you're ruining people's lives because you're coming after me for no reason, but secondly, you're overlooking obvious discrepancies, crimes, and all sorts of other seedy behavior coming from the former FBI the director and many others, and the Hillary Clinton camp. Don't even look at that. Yeah, you don't even want to go fishing in that pond, even though there's some sharks to catch over there. But he wants to fish in the little kiddie pool over here with the little small sharks. Yeah, but yet you got the big fish Hillary swimming. You got the big fish Comey swimming. You got Brennan, Clapper. All of those aren't fish, they're whales. You can capture that, and you can go out like a champ. If you really was a real prosecutor, you could go out with your picture taken, holding the whale next to you, but you don't want those. You don't want those for whatever reason, and which makes me go, maybe you're partisan. Maybe somehow you're involved in this whole kit and caboodle. Makes me say, that's all I'm saying. It makes the president say, and it makes almost anybody in America that has, like I said, 2 operating brain cells say, Now, of course, that appeases the Democrats and tries to run interference for them, give them some phony leverage to say the president's seedy and he's illegitimate. And it also makes all the people who said President Trump cheated to win. Hillary, she really won. It was the Russians. That makes them feel good. That makes them feel like they could lay down at night and sleep good based off of those lies. But you know what? I heard Dan Bongino. I love Dan Bond. Dan Bond said today, after listening to more liberal lies coming from politicians, he said, you know what? I'm glad I'm a conservative because I don't have to get up every day and lie to people. And see, that's what I'm finding. As I listen to the liberal media and I listen to Democrats get up and pontificate all of these lies, I think to myself, how do you live with yourself? You know, when are they going to wake up and say, we're going to stop feeding people doo-doo and telling them it's chocolate? Well, see, if they do that, they won't win. See, then they have to tell the truth, and the truth hurts. They don't want to tell the truth about the Mueller investigation and the fake, phony Russia investigation. They don't want that. They don't want to tell the truth about the immigrants, the legal immigrants that's rushing and invading our border. They don't want to tell the truth about that because they understand their whole platform is built surrounding lies, misdirections, magic tricks, smoke and mirrors, redirections, misplaced blame, projection, all types of disinformation, gaslighting, manipulation, and then to put the cherry on top, identity politics. So therefore, if they were to keep it 100, then they would have to really debate. They would have to bring some type of reasoning, some type of plan, which they don't have. So they have nothing. And so the press conference was pretty cool today. Jim Acosta, he didn't act up, I guess, by him running off and tattletelling and having everybody claim, we're coming to your rescue, Jim. Yeah, now the White House put some things in place. So now it made it a little more strict. And so if Jim's butt or April act up, we can throw him out legitimately now. So that's what you get. See, you thought you were going out and tattletelling so that you can get your way and boast about, we were right. The law was on our side. All you did is made it a lot more strict in the White House with some type of rubric, some type of guidelines that say, according to this, here's the rules. You break them, we kick you out, and nobody can say anything because you knew the rules, Jim. You knew them. So he acted like he had some little bit of sense today, and so did the rest of them. So anyway, it was pretty informative today. The Mexican government is about to put in the new president on Saturday. Mike Pence, he's going. Ivanka, Mike Pence's wife, quite a few dignitaries are going to go. And hopefully we'll get this whole caravan mess settled. Hopefully. Because right now it's completely out of control. I'll be talking about that more tomorrow in Kevin's Corner. Check me out tomorrow, 7:30, live in Kevin's Corner on YouTube and on my radio show. The link is in the bottom. Also, check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter. Links are in the bottom as well. Don't forget to check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. Very nice products. Link in the bottom. They're having promotions for the holidays. Promotional word you need to type in is Kevin. Yeah. And I think they have discounts, and they also have free shipping and handling. But I'm sure they'll explain that on the site. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. You know, Kevin like Christmas stuff too. You know, see what happened to good Christmas songs. You know, I don't like the new jazzy ones where they're like, no, give me the old Ben Crosby, the old Nat King Cole. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Keep it simple, man. You don't need to be going all over the place running and stuff. Yeah, keep it. The weather outside is frightful. Thank you. See, you know you're jamming when you thank the people prematurely, like you're on a showboat or something like that, where you got your bow tie unloose and it's kind of hanging down. You got a drink and a cigarette in your hand, sitting next to the piano, and you start off like, well, the weather outside is frightful. Thank you. See, that's the arrogance of those guys. They already assume y'all love me, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way and thank you prematurely. Yeah, those were old school singers, man. Good stuff. So I'm looking forward to the holidays coming up, and I hope you all are out there having a great holiday season and spending all your chips on the kiddies that want the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Anyway, find me next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless you. Don't forget to hit share, like, and subscribe, and the notification button. See you next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless.